live on Twitch with a hot
Right.
tub. Man, I can't believe that's like I've had Ghost Town episodes that are marked as hot tub streams before. Okay, everybody, big inhale.
All right.
I did not say to exhale.
Shit.
Fuck.
Welcome.
Okay.
No, it's fine. No, it's done. No, it's fine. And it is currently 7:18. I want to say.
Yeah.
Okay, and at 7:19 we're gonna do our massive clap, the unbearable
Okay.
weight of massive clap, just so we can sync up everything, so we can sync up Pate, Ted.
With
My my microphone isn't working for the Audacity. 1 second. Okay, well.
Oh shit. Sorry. No, I didn't.
Oh,
miss it.
Henry didn't do it, so it's fine.
Sorry, I got distracted
Reese
looking
is
at the
my
time.
problems too. This is great.
Okay, let's just do it again.
At
He's
7:20.
yelling at me.
7:20, yeah.
Hold on.
We gotta wait for Reese.
I was texting David saying that I could proxy him a magic deck, and he was like, "Oh, that's that's chess by mail, right?" And I said, "No, I would print it out for you." And he said, "Sure, I'd like 55 lands, please."
There we go.
Okay. Once it hits 7:20 a.m., we're all gonna clap. Okay.
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 Waiting.
We're gonna be here for a while.
He's right behind me, isn't he?
Kermit?
That's not what that guy sounds.
I love that Henry and I we're in the stands. We're
No, Kermit's right behind me, isn't he?
Oh, he is.
oh my gosh. Say hi to him.
Hi, Kermit.
I'm a big fan of his work.
Hi, Henry. Oh.
Okay. Well, Luna, this is gonna be difficult for you and you alone.
It's my fault. I was trying to.
Well, we
I
know
was
that-
trying to
that
think of
you
a
got
term
the
for
one
this in my
at-
head.
At 7:19, as did someone else, right? So you can sync those two, and then
Yeah,
use
Luna,
the...
you can sync you and Max the first time.
Yeah, and then sync Max with me and Reese based off the second
And
clap.
then it's gonna be golden. And as always, welcome to a Measly Media stream we call Local Legends Ghost Town: a weird one: other worlds than these. I think yeah, I did change the title of the stream.
That's a lot of subtitles.
Yeah, not as many as some of the Dark Tower comics. I was looking through the Dark Tower wiki today. That shit is cumbersome. I would like to at the top just do there, as always, and the content warnings can be found in the episode description. But this episode shall certainly contain spoilers for a comic book from the 1940s known as Tintin, and also a book series that finished publication in 2008 called The Dark Tower. How extensive these spoilers will be is really up to user interpretation. But just, if
Oh
you're...
yeah, sorry. When was Song of Susanna published?
Song of Susanna is not the last Dark Tower book.
Oh right, sorry. When was the Dark Tower? The Dark Tower.
That's the last one
published?
Stu read.
The Dark Tower was published in 2004.
Oh okay, yeah.
Wind Through the
So it's
Keyhole
definitely
comes out in
read all of them.
2011. So yeah. I thought about giving like a little brief like intro about Tintin and about the Dark Tower, but around these parts, we aim for what we like to call approachability. And like, I'm not going to explain to people what like a trans person is. So why would I explain what the Dark Tower is, right? Yeah, nods all around. That was unanimous consent from everybody around here. We last left our intrepid hunters going through a blue wind door. That's a door that makes a better window than a door. And
Hold for sound.
hold for sound. Yeah, sorry, there's a really quiet car going past my window. This has once more been the longest gap between recordings we've ever done. So if there are some like logistical or like loristical inaccuracies between this and the last episode, just please forgive us. I would like to once more, just one more tiny little piece of housekeeping before we start getting into some really fucking funny scenes. Last episode, if you ever heard me say the words ancient Sumerian, you misheard me. I said ancient Sudanese. Ancient Sudanese. you know, my mic wasn't very loud, so you probably, you know, we just, you know, it's like the whole Zeke stew thing. I'll say one and I mean the other. They just come up so often in my day-to-day life. Ancient Sudanese, you know, the root language for, you know, certain hieroglyphics, and, you know, also one of the root languages for, you know, Arabic numerals that we use these days, in the same way that the shape of a small bull eventually became the shape of an A. So, you know, the three languages were cuneiform, Sanskrit, and ancient Sudanese. Any questions?
No.
No, I think you've made it quite clear.
I just wanted to nip that one right in the bud. We've already gotten a lot of emails, and the episode is not going to be published for about 2 years, so I just want everybody
Just for anyone, because it's been so long since our last.
Oh, I might have forgotten,
recording,
yeah.
Who is the ancient Sudanese in like relation to? Like which whiteboard?
That was...
Mine was Sanskrit.
Yeah, Sanskrit was for
Yeah.
Valerie.
A little
Cuneiform,
white boy
cuneiform-
named Ezekiel.
Cuneiform, also known as ancient Sumerian, was known for was for stew, and ancient Sudanese was for Ezekiel.
Wait, so,
It's kind of
sorry, I'm
really-
supposed to.
Hmm?
Oh, he's writing about me in cuneiform.
No, you're supposed to be able to read cuneiform right now.
Okay.
hop
shit.
on Duolingo, and
I think it's really coincidental, I guess.
that there's
Right. Just
the two names.
that the two names you confuse very often, and then you gave us like the same. Or sorry, people misheard that you gave us the same alphabet.
Yeah.
It really is a language designed to be pressed into something rather than written. So this
But
is
it's-
going to take a while for me to.
Well, as I
Learn.
was saying months and months ago when we recorded the last session, he was using a fat wedge-tipped whiteboard marker, which would actually
Right.
kind of be perfect for writing in cuneiform or, you know, ancient
Perfect.
Sumerian. Now that all that confusion is off the bat,
Right off the bat.
right off the bat, I gotta open some tabs. This is by far the most tabs I've ever had open for an episode of this podcast. Ezekiel. Oh, he's eating. You want how much of that lasagna you got left?
Yeah, I'm here. I'm here.
I mean,
It's,
this
it's
is on
actually
you, Max, for
rice-
doing a
rice
podcast
and
during
potato.
dinner.
I'm here. I'm ready.
You are waking up. You're feeling a little bit
To
hazy.
ash and dust.
You remember talking very recently to your good friend Tintin. You remember there have been some issues with chronology recently, right? You weren't quite sure if it was 1999, 2009, 1942, whatever. You know, like it's been, you just remember like a big feeling of confusion. And you're waking up, you're pretty groggy. The last thing you remember was that you and your good friend Tintin had been walking through a market and you had bought this just gorgeous model of a ship, which you knew had something, you know, you guys were pretty sure that solving, you know, whatever mystery this was, maybe giving it to your good friend Captain Haddock, Blistering Barnacles, would help you maybe discover the secret of where your parents disappeared to. Now, Zeke, yeah, God, it's the funniest thing. You don't strictly remember being Belgian or speaking French or not living in Canada or, you know, being born before the invention of the personal computer. So how about you go ahead?
Well, I
and-
don't speak French. It's just convenient that I speak the same language as Tintin.
Exactly, right? Yeah, you guys speak the same language. Can you go ahead and roll me plus sharp really quick as you are waking up in a dark stone room?
Just clearing off some space to make a roll.
But of course,
And I have to.
this is the first roll of the podcast ever.
Yeah, this one's gonna like set the precedent.
And the
Just gotta
tone.
Open my character sheet for sure. For sure.
And there would be a background up behind me if you're watching the VOD, but legally, I don't know if we... strictly, these are characters
Shit.
distinct from Hergé's Tintin.
I rolled a nat 12, so
That's crazy.
13.
You wake up before Tintin. The two of you are on little cots, little futons next to each other. You are in a red brick basement of some variety. Cold stone, concrete ground, red brick walls, gray stone pillars throughout the room. Tintin is slumbering beside you on a matching little futon. He's wearing just a lovely yellow button-down shirt, nice red slacks. And you remember stepping through this door for sure. That much is like kind of clear in your mind right now. You are aware broadly that this is not your when and where. The specifics of like the people you were adventuring with beforehand are still like a little bit hazy. You remember your main goal, you know, to look for your parents. You remember that there's been a lot of weird shit going on, some things a little supernatural, which of course you remember in your many, many conversations with Tintin, him refuting, there's, you know, sorcerers, you know, exist in the far Orient, of course, but not here in God's own Belgium.
Course.
And Tintin is coming to, and you see him get up, and he makes the unmistakable sound of a question mark in a speech bubble. And what Snowy is nowhere to be seen. And I just want everybody to just, you know, the following conversation will take place in French, but to our own podcasting ears through the whatever magical means of the world we find ourselves in, it'll be hearing, this is the localization of this conversation. And Tintin gets up and goes, hello, Ezekiel. Oh, good. It looks very much as we've been taken prisoner. If you recall, we just, a strange man took a delivery of a large box to my house and then chloroformed us, and he must have sequestered us away.
How strange.
Yes, a prisoner you are! You hear a voice come from behind the wall. Nobody's there. I wasn't dreaming after
Who
all.
could be saying that?
Someone spoke. The two of you are walking around, and you hear once more from elsewhere in this large kind of crypt-like basement. Who am I? I am the ghost of the captain of the Unicorn! And you remember the Unicorn was the name on the side of the gorgeous model ship that Snowy recently broke the mast of in Tintin's own apartment. Is this mysterious voice from across the room. That frightened you, didn't it? Come over to the door. Come, come, this voice says. And Tintin is looking around quite curiously, boy detective-like.
I'm going to, like, I think do a huddle with Tintin and be like, what's the plan, Stan?
In all our years of adventuring and finding clues together, this is a mysterious situation that we find ourselves in. And here I am without my trusty Derringer? I can't remember if that's something that I carry with me at all times. I'm still a little shaky from the chloroform. We must find the source of this voice, my good chum.
Yeah, I'll take a...
Can we get a fact
look
check on that?
around.
Just for my own curiosity, does Tinkin carry a dare?
Hey, you're the guy with Google
I
up.
thought he was like a teen detective. He has like an umbrella, right?
It was also like
can
the
have an
40s.
umbrella and a gun.
Teens
Yeah,
probably
that's
had
true.
guns.
That's true. Yeah, so I want to take a look around and do some investigating.
The two of you are looking around pillars. Tintin's going, kind of really showing off just the gorgeous art style of Hergé. And you're looking around, and with that like really nice initial sharp roll you got, like there is a bit of incongruity between what you look like and what the world around you looks like. It's a little bit of a Who Framed Roger Rabbit situation. The colors are actually like kind of hard to look at, to be honest with you, but you know, it's Tintin. It's your buddy. Like, you know, you've been adventuring with this guy for a while. You two live in the same apartment.
I'm trying to look for details, but it's all just like
Just kind of
you know,
flat,
brush strokes.
just texture. Yeah,
Yeah, it's
exactly.
very flat.
Oh, my good friend, over here, there's some form of device on this wall. The two of you scamper over, of course, and you see, come nearer, good, good. Can you see the speaking tube? And very well, there are two concrete stairs that lead into a flat metal bolted, riveted door in this wall, and there's a little hole in the wall. Tintin says, "Who are you, and what do you want with us?" Do you say anything to the speaking tube, Ezekiel? Or are you kind of letting Tintin take the charge on this one? What's you guys' like usual like mystery? Like, how do you guys usually solve these mysteries together?
I think I'm very much a sidekick. I do contribute like every now and again, but mainly he takes the lead, and I'm more of like the introspective sit back and like I'll feed him a clue every now and again.
And what's your really funny catchphrase that all of the Tintin all the Tintin side characters have their catchphrase that they say? Thompson and Thompson say "to be precise." Captain Haddock says "blistering barnacles." Professor Calculus who you have never met has bad sense of healing. Snowy will talk to the audience. And what's Zeke's thing?
I don't think Zeke has really like thought of that. So when he was put on the spot the first time in his memories, you know,
Of course.
The only thing he could do is like do a stupid little finger to the sky and go, "Aha!"
My thoughts exactly, Zeke. Well, who are you and what do you want with us? Who am I? You must allow me to remain anonymous. And why did I have you kidnapped? You have guessed that, no doubt. I want to know where you have hidden the 2 parchments you stole from me. And Tintin looks at you confused, because surely you remember the 1 parchment that was inside the mast of the broken unicorn, but 2 parchments, of this you know not. Me? I stole 2 parchments, but well, we never had more than 1, isn't that right, Zeke?
I think just like after even like 10 minutes of this, or however long it's been, like with like not being able to actually look for details and like a mystery, and like the back and forth just being like piece of parchment, aha, and like just after that for like 10 minutes, I'm like, yeah, no, I don't have a second piece of parchment, and I think I'm gonna start like looking around a little harder to see if there's anything else.
And the plot kind of keeps continuing on without you interacting with it so much. Tintin's talking to this voice in the wall, and he's saying, I warn you, I know several ways to loosen stubborn tongues. Perhaps I'll torture that fine young friend of yours, and you'll tell us where those parchments are. And then the thing shuts off, and Tintin walks past you, just stroking his chin, going, "Oh man, what a gangster we have found ourselves in this situation with Z. This reminds me of the mystery of the crab with the golden claw, which I believe takes place before this mystery." And you get like this really kind of gut-wrenching feeling as the camera like cuts away elsewhere, and in your mind's eye you see Snowy walking mud covered by a dirt road, and a car splashes him with mud, and he looks at the camera like, "Can you believe this shit?" And it cuts back to you guys maybe 25 minutes later, and it's like a bit of a chronological jump for you, and there's this really heavy wooden beam on the ground, and Tintin's like just kind of trying to lift it, and he's like, oh, if there's some way we could use this as some form of battering ram to break down this brick wall, Zeke. We must use our mercurial wit to figure this out.
Perhaps it's not time for mercurial wit. Perhaps it's time for brute strength.
Aha!
Yeah.
You try to lift up this heavy wooden beam?
Yeah. If Tintin is like having a go, then I think I'll try, but I feel like my hands are kind of slipping on the flat.
Yeah, kind of
2D,
textureless. Yeah.
Yeah.
You guys are, and you're having a really hard time. And also, I gotta say, literally 2 panels later, Tintin does exactly the fucking mannerism that you were talking about. He goes, "Eureka!"
Yeah.
And again, it takes a while. The 2 of you fix this blanket and make a big ol'. You hang this fucking. You hang this battering ram from the ceiling somehow. 2 of you lift it up and break through this wall. And on the other side, you see this vault filled with treasures and masks and spears and gold. And then from the distance, you hear, "Oh, there they are! By thunder, they've rammed a hole through the wall!" And we're going to cut away. Stu,
Present.
you have just stepped through this door, and you very much remember stepping through a door. It was a very conscious decision that you made. Things got a little like hazy there in the basement when you were talking with Valerie and Zeke. You remember dimly Zeke, both who he is and the fact that he stepped through this solid blue door. But you remember pretty distinctly blacking out for you don't really know how long in the middle of this conversation. And you come to and you see this man propped up on his elbows on the beach, and surrounding him are these massive crustacean creatures, each one more than 4 feet long, and they are crawling their way up the surf as the sun sets in the distance, and they are asking their probing, lawyerly questions. From one side you hear, "Did a chick?" From the surf you hear, "Dama chum? Dada chat?" And Roland says, "I'll Spellslinger deal with these creatures."
All right. Well, I think Stu has been given a direct command, and
By a lordly voiced man.
yeah, like I think all of the rest of the I do have my flute on me, so I'm going to roll weird. Okay, that's a 10. Yes. And then I'm gonna do right. I'm gonna do a blast.
Kick some blast.
Entropy blast. Yeah. On the lobstrosities.
Roll those beautiful, beautiful dice.
Do I have to roll them again for? I think I just roll weird for kick some ass.
When using your spell.
Yeah. So I do it again.
Huh? No, well, no.
'Cause I got a 10. I got a 10 on weird.
Alan, you misheard me. No, you use your initial roll and just add weird to it. If you're doing
Okay,
a kick
yes,
that
that's
is
it.
not your spell, you don't roll plus weird. Is what I was trying to communicate. You
Yes,
can cut this like the last 45 minutes out. What was the roll? Sorry.
10.
Wow.
Please,
Crazy.
keep her.
This kind of dissonant oh no, you played the fucking the good, the bad, and the ugly sting on your flute. The
Yeah.
tweet 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 and there's just this and these it kind of anticlimactically there was a really tense situation, and then you just melt the fuck out of these lobstrosities and those that are near Roland kind of skitter and duck away, and this very tall I'll pull up a good description of what this guy looks like. A tall, kind of scraggly-faced man. He is missing most of the fingers on his right hand. He has a wide Derringer hat low on his forehead, 2 gun belts slung low upon his hips. He stands up and cracks his back and is clutching his bleeding hand, and he looks at you and he says, "I know thee, Stu Parker. I was in your head moments ago. Do you know I?"
I do. You know me?
I do. I believe, though we are not quartet, we have shared Kef once before. Though, perhaps you may not remember it. I'm going to need you to roll sharp -2.
Okay. 3.
And you know you've
Mark
heard of this
experience.
guy, for sure. But, Stu, your memory of this book series that you are now in, whoosh, gone out of your head.
Right. Well, that makes my job a lot easier.
A majority of your memory of Valerie and Zeke, gone. You remember that you are from Choke Point. You remember the year that you are from, shit like that. You are still, Stu Parker of Choke Point. But as he says this to you, you remember strange, near schizophrenic dreams that you've been having. And you remember these blackouts that you had just before you stepped through this door. But beyond that, you are a stranger in this world.
Are you gonna? I I feel like you should probably bandage the hand. Are you okay? I mean, that looks really bad. I hate to say it. Have you looked at it though? Because it looks really bad.
It looks bad.
It's like 3 fingers,
Looks bad.
good chunk of the hand.
Roland would not say that. He's stroking his chin. It seems I am diminished by half. My hungry hands may no longer do most of their work. And he looks at you inquisitively and then kind of smirks a little bit. And he tosses you his right gun belt. We have dirty work to do this day. I seek the Dark Tower, and I believe that you seek it too. Are we freaking epic best friends or what?
Does Stu with that role, like, do I know what a gun is and how to use it? Or,
Oh,
like,
yeah, no, absolutely.
just fully no idea of what's going on?
You don't
Okay.
lose any. You just lose any lore in like majority lore information that you had about the Dark Tower. You're still getting some glimpses in the back of your mind, but you are very much in this situation, whole body, whole mind, and whole soul.
Right. Okay. I strap on the gun, look at it. Like, I feel like I'm gonna look at it.
You are holding this. It's so big that it doesn't look like it should work. It's this massive revolver with 2 strange runes carved into the hilts at the bottom. There are massive, heavy sandalwood grips upon it. Depending on who you ask, the barrel is anywhere between 7 and 12 inches long, but somehow it fits your hand near perfectly. We cut to 2 weeks later. You and Roland have been walking up this beach. You have had to deal with many of these lobstrosities. Once more, you walked back through the door into your own world, into Choke Point, to go to a 7-Eleven and get the substance that Roland refers to as ibuprofen. And some of the sickness that he gained from these lobstrosities has faded a little bit, but
Jesus.
there's a scary ghost.
Yeah.
You have been journeying with him for quite some time, and you have grown to know him, and you believe that this man will lead you to your perfect and ultimate goal. It is my intention for at some point in these scenes for Luna and Reese / Henry and Reese to be able to chime in as NPCs. Not the most possible right now, but we're getting there. You and Roland are sat around a campfire talking of dreams. He has admitted to you many times along your journey so far that he has a mistrust for sorcerers and wizards after his dark dealings with the son of Merlin, a man known only to him as Walter O'Dim. But in you, he has found both bosom companion and a good friend. He has at his belt a strange banded war horn that he has admitted to you to be the Horn of Eld. That man who...
Interesting.
Pie has been brought to me. That man who... of whom sword Excalibur was melted down to make this gun that you have been trusted with. We cut again. It's near a month later. You are standing over the body of the great bear Shardik at the edge of the woods to Inworld. You have been traveling with Roland for much time now and are a much changed man. How is Stu faring with his journeys through Outworld into Midworld?
Well, I guess he's probably run out of weed by now. Something to think about.
A good friend of mine, Cuthbert Allgood,
He's doing dry January.
once was known to go toe dash when he ate the devil's grass, and there was a man I met in a town called not Lud. In the town of Tull, there was a man brought back from the death by Walter. I have spoken to you of him before I was journeying with the boy Jake, who I gave up in sacrifice for the search of the tower.
Right.
And he looks
well,
off.
I mean,
he looks off in the
that's-
distance wistfully, And you get
That's,
this like kind of weird feeling in the back of your head that like really there should be like at least 2 other people here, maybe like a little furry creature as well. Maybe I don't know, like a man and a woman and like a little guy who's like a little annoying. But no, it can't be.
Yeah. Yeah.
And this is
I-
just great. This is just great for me.
That's the scene, I guess. I don't know. Next.
Valerie Thorne. It is 1998. You are I'm going to say, pimply, dare I say, barely 5 foot tall, little kind of squeaky voiced runt. I'm going to say emo / like a once happy-go-lucky chipper kid who's just not been having a real great time of late. You are walking through the halls of Alfred Wallace Primary School, and you know that you are in the far-off and mysterious land of Prince George, British Columbia. You walk in to the library.
Right. Valerie's thing was just her actual high school, right?
Her
Elementary school.
Her middle school,
Right,
I
okay, yeah.
think, based on my just cursory research about the school system in BC in the 90s. You see Mrs. Schofield standing behind the thick, meaty-armed, ringlet-haired librarian, one of the few teachers at this school that you have any ability to talk to with any sort of like comfort or sincerity. And you kind of feel something weird in your right hand as you're walking this library. I'm gonna need you to roll me weird.
Okay. That is a 6.
And you look down at your hand, and it is empty. There's got like an itchy feeling, kind of from hairy palms. And a pastor did recently warn you about what will happen if you touch yourself at night. But that's neither here nor there. And Miss Schofield goes, "Oh, the young Mr. Thorne, it is good to see you this morning. Might I ask what brings you to the library today? Are you looking for another one of your fantasy books? Might I suggest this new novel by by one Stephen King? Not actually that new. Known as Wizard and Glass. I just read it myself, and it's a bit long in the tooth, but it does contain a quite enticing love story."
Do you have the new Animorphs book?
Yes, yeah, it's the one where there's the squid on the cover. I did order it in just for you. This is I've been noticing a little bit of a trend with books about people turning into other things. Could we dissect that maybe? And the kind of environment around you kind of tilt shifts a little bit, and you're in an office now, like sitting across from her, and it's sort of therapy style. It's like, and that's what being transgender is, Gavin. And I'd like to just maybe my nephew, he was once my niece, and it was a little touch and go there for a while, but I'm pretty sure he's happy. And all of a sudden, everything just kind of goes grayscale around you, and Miss Schofield just kind of stops mid articulation. There's a little globule of spit floating through the air around in front of her, and you let out a real liquidy, phlegmy, wet cough, Valerie. And from your mouth pours this viscous, phlegmy green gold substance. It's like a cat hacking up a hairball. You kind of onto the ground in front of you. And the library, the office, your petite young form kind of all drifts away, and you are sitting in a rolling grassy field. And from behind you, you just hear, "Oh my God, I'm so sorry. Wow. Hi. Oh, that's a bad one. I had to personally put a stop to that, Valerie.
Hi.
Yeah. Ooh. Sorry. He gets a little carried away when he doesn't really understand people's whole thing. And you see this kind of globule of spit that you just kind of hacked up has kind of like swirled and kind of formed into the rough shape of kind of like a greenish terrier with golden lines running through it, sort of zigzagoon looking thing. And you feel a cold, heavy hand kind of land on your shoulder. Damn, I'm sorry, just personally. This
Yeah.
I can
no,
I can imagine. Hi, and
Hi.
you turn over your shoulder and you see a cartoon mouse in a little wizard robe, and his right hand is floating, kind of waving in front of you, and his right hand is see-through. His wizard robes are like kind of a beautiful, kind of deep inky purple with golden stars, and when it floats in front of them, through his hand you see the inverse colors of everything behind it. He's got a cute little button nose, a little pointy wizard's hat, and he kind of goes, and nice to meet you. And he kind of rests his cheeks upon his fists like this. Is like, I'm well, I didn't really. Wow, we didn't expect you so fast. The other twos were easy, and I kind of let my pets the little gooey dog's head. I kind of let Rover here sort of handle yours, and I'm sorry that I did that. It seems he did not. Ooh, yeah. You want to walk with me, Valerie? This is
Sure. Yeah.
and you walk through this these rolling grassy hills until you come across like a little a small clutch of like what would they be called, like stakes with like grapevines growing from them and some two little chairs. And laying on the ground you see the convulsing, shaking forms of your two friends, Ezekiel and Stuart. They are covered in a similar kind of thick green slime, mostly concentrated on their hands and on their eyes and on their mouths, and there are lines of golden light shooting through this slime. And above their heads you see smaller little blue squares, not quite doors, but let's call them windows, that give you a vista into the scenes that these two are inside of. My name is Rodentia Minimum, but you can call me the Mouse Cursor.
Okay.
And he sits down and a little
Sorry.
beanbag chair appears. Nice to meet you. I'm the this is my sort of zone. This is an in-between space, and you three kind of fell into a trap that stops normal folks from going from there to elsewhere. Guy did tell me that you folks were gonna be coming through. And quite frankly, I figured we would be able to, buy some time, have you just chill out in like a nice, cool fantasy. Stu has taken to his like a cat that likes water to water, and Zeke's starting to poke the holes in it. I'm pretty sure the whole duplicate soul thing it was mainly sort of designed for the other Zeke. It's a complicated situation. I'm just so sorry to have put you in that situation. Can I get you anything? I can make you forget everything that just happened, but that's probably not like better.
No, I don't know. Do you have like something to drink? I don't know. Like.
And like a daiquiri appears in your hand.
Oh yeah.
I can do
thanks.
anything here.
Okay, cool.
Check this shit out. And then some brooms start dancing in the background. You ever seen Fantasia?
Yeah, that is a lot like Fantasia.
It's a reference.
Nice.
I know a little bit of everything. So, yeah, I'm god-ish, here-ish, and if I try to wake up the other two kind of clap style, don't know how well that's gonna work. So we might have to take a little with a toe, we shall dash into their little visions. I'm gonna have to wake them up. Hopefully, they will not be fighting. Hopefully, it does not cause sort of like a collapse between the two. It's hard. If I just close these programs as they're rendering right now, it might also delete the whole souls, and then you would have to go into the waste bin. That's a whole other thing. Yeah, complicated stuff.
Yeah. Where did Guy go?
Where did he? Where did he what?
Where did Guy go?
Oh, he went up, and he points up the hill, and you see this two-dimensional printer, just kind of like floating midair at the crest of this hill. That leads elsewhere. You guys can go there if you would like. It's mainly my job to facilitate this whole thing with the help of my dog, Gooey Indulgence. And once more, if we'd had a little bit more prep time on this one, I could have not had you deal with that situation. It's kind of an issue where prophecies and magic like this works less well on trans people because it's you know, you have more
Okay.
you have more self agency and self will than your, I was about to say normal people. That's rough. I'm working on all this.
Yeah.
Can I just get the dog's name one more time? Just for my
Gooey
notes.
Indulgence, spelled GUI-indulgence.
Like Goichi.
More like graphic user interface.
Oh, I see. Okay.
And you see Stu has maybe like his hair has like grown and like he's got like a bit of like a gray streak in his temple. It's like, wow, that guy's just racing through that one. Zeke's been in there for like roughly a month, and Stu has been in that one for, by his reckoning, 6 months.
Okay, I guess I might need to try to get.
for a month.
You look through Zeke's window and you see him on board a trawler, and a shark-shaped submarine is being slowly lowered into the water. And through Stu's one, you see that he is on the outskirts of a massive city, and you hear very briefly or very distantly the sound of drums.
Okay, I feel like Stu is probably in the more pressing situation. Do I just like go through the window or?
Yeah, a couple things.
Yeah.
You will literally be in there just because it's not like, just because it is like a fictional place. We are like running, we're running this shit real time on like some of the same software that, runs other things. Pretty real stuff. You can die. You're not going to be like a plot relevant character, so a little bit more dangerous for you than it will be for Stu. In case you were worried, Nice Man is alive. He's very much alive. He's just inside of like an image over there. He's having a nice time.
Oh, okay. Okay, cool.
And
I guess one last thing, how do I get Stu out of there?
You have to make him want to leave.
Oh, okay.
And believe that it's all not real. And then Zeke's probably in like less mortal danger, but also his one's probably going to be less dangerous as well. So
May I say,
yes,
just like if I was already like disillusioned very quickly, I feel like Zeke is either like just like zen sitting or like banging on the walls like, please let me out, let me out.
Have you ever seen
like I'm just reliving everything that I've already like seen and read. Like
have you ever seen the film Click, Reese?
Yeah, I have.
Well, that film presupposes where, what if there was a universal remote that could control the universe? And when Adam Sandler, the main character, when he uses the fast forward function, it kind of presupposes that his body is sort of on like autopilot. So you probably bounce between zen and just like banging up against the walls. But the plot just kind of like happens around you.
Yeah, I think I say whatever I need to make the plot go as fast as possible.
You just
like I'll like instantly solve.
Tap an
I'm
A,
like spamming
yeah.
space bar.
But yeah, because you're not engaged with it, that also means that it's like, because Stu is very engaged with the narrative. He's racing through this shit. He's halfway through like the next book, and we don't want to know what happens when he gets to the last book.
Oh, and what's Nice Man's image?
Oh, just a pizza party. I figured he'd like that.
Oh,
Yeah, I just figured I didn't really need him to like, because like also if he goes upstairs, I really don't want to use too much of the old terminology. For you being a ghost, it makes it a little easier, because like what's the freaking worst that can happen, right? Are you gonna die? Is it gonna separate your soul from your body? But yeah, if he goes up/out, that's mainly fine.
Sorry, can I ask a clarifying question about mine?
Of course.
So did Jake just like he died in the mountain and then he never came back?
Yeah,
Like
no-
he just dies.
No Jake, no Eddie Dean, no Susanna. So you've been doing the work
So
of
it's
like
just me and him.
yeah, it's just you and Roland. You've been doing so. I guess yeah, yeah, and we've not gotten to any of the stuff that would make it like really emotionally challenging. But also, I feel like it's a lot easier to get through the entirety of the Dark Tower if there was a wizard there that wasn't evil.
Yeah,
And I feel like you guys had the
probably be
wizard.
a lot shorter.
You had the wizard in glass conversation like way earlier. And again, this is gold if you're a big fan of Stephen King's The Dark Tower. Yeah.
I was sort of imagining myself like we just do the entire book of Wizard and Glass, but I'm also in the mage's parts for some reason.
You're not younger. Yeah, it's great. You're there in all the flashbacks. Yeah. So you oh, and I mean, there was another guy that came through a little while ago. He's Simeon. I believe you guys are familiar.
Oh,
He's over in his
yes.
thing over there. You can free him if you like, but he's having a pretty good time. He's been in there for like 5 years.
Oh, okay. I mean, seems like if I free him anyways, he might go to like Turbo Wizard prison or something. So I'll just leave him here.
Yeah, and he definitely we sensed gooey indulgence, my dog. You can sense ill intent when one steps through the blue window into the do you want me to try to hide you from damage, or do you want me to couch the bullshit and just like not have to kind of pretty up my words?
Yeah, just fucking say it.
Yeah, he
say,
came-
say what you mean.
Yeah, he came to the desktop looking to leave and go where Guy goed. And he's got some bad vibes on him, which meant we really just we turned the shit up to 11 on that guy. So we're pretty sure that like we're think he's gonna be there for a while, and he kind of like his hand extends away and Rayman style pulls this big window, and you see Simeon Sitovich on the bridge of the USS Enterprise, sitting next to Captain Kirk, and you can tell that Valerie, of course, big original series fan, you can tell that he stepped in place of Mr. Spock, and this guy's got the biggest fucking shit-eating grin on his face. He's clearly having a really good time.
It's just the trouble with tribbles over and over again.
Okay. Wow. God, Zeke's not looking like he's having a good time in there.
Oh, I guess I'll go to Zeke then. Yeah.
Also, I think you might need all the help you can get. That and you look back at Stu's, and it's like fast forwarding. He's under this village, and he's in a room, and there's this like really tall man with a Tommy gun standing next to him. It's like, that looks dangerous as hell. I've not read this shit. I don't know. Steve, I read it, and I just kind of got turned off by the child orgy. So, and I think it is out at this time. I have access to Google, and he
Yeah, I think it's in like the late 80s or something.
and you see that sitting next to him on the ground, next to his dog, is a little red fox sitting on top of a blue ball. This is my other pet, Mozilla. Wink. We're in a computer, Valerie. We're on a computer desktop.
Yeah, I had there's like picking up on some things.
How about
yeah.
you mark XP?
Okay, I'll just go paste myself into Zeke's.
That's not how this works.
Okay,
Don't
I'll
be
just
ri-
go- I'll
don't be ridiculous. Yeah,
Okay.
just do you want Nice Man with you, or do you I don't know. If he goes through, he's probably going to be the dog.
Sure, he can come through if he wants. I don't know if he wants to stay in his pizza party though.
Sorry, let me ask him. He's having a pretty good time in there. He's at a Chuck E.
Okay,
Cheese.
yeah. I don't think he's ever had pizza before too either. So
No, he's not. For the listeners, I mimed the listening to the distance, and it's in that way. Aren't I the real listener?
Hold for applause.
Hold your
All right,
applause.
I walk in through Ezekiel's window.
You walk through the blue window, and you are you guys are one Hergé book later. You finished The Secret of the Unicorn, and you're now into number 12, Red Rackham's Treasure. You have met Professor Cuthbert's
I'm-
calculus.
I'm like shaking Tintin's shoulders. Like, please, I'm not. I don't belong here. You gotta. Please, can you help me?
Of
I
course
thought
you
you had to help.
Of course you
people.
don't belong here. You belong back in Canada. And once we get past this adventure and we find Red Rackham's gold, we'll be able to find your parents, Ezekiel. Roll me
Get outta here.
roll me sharp +1, Zeke. +1 plus your normal.
It's a 7. Mixed success.
You feel shifting in the air around you as you're standing on the deck of this boat. You
I'm on
guys,
my knees.
Tintin had just pulled
I
up.
have like my fists like on the ground. Like, why? God damn it!
Tintin
Ezekiel!
had pulled up this big this crop of bottles of rum, and Captain Haddock is blistering barnacles. What a treat for me! And he's drinking.
I'm
rum.
miming with my mouth. I'm miming every word that they're saying. Now that I've like remembered everything, I like know what's going on.
Thompson and
Huh?
Thompson are, they're doing their funny japes, and they keep bumping into you, and Professor Calculus can't hear you, and then you see this shimmery outline, this mirage, and then you see Valerie standing on the deck of this ship next to you. Titi goes, a woman? We don't allow women on boats.
Can I punch Tintin?
Oh yeah, roll kick some ass.
Holy shit, that's a 10 plus 2 is a 12.
You pick up one of these rum bottles and you crack him on the back of the
Kill
head, and he falls over. And Captain Haddock, oh god, there was something I had pulled up literally exactly for this situation. Oh, god, where is it?
1001 typhoons.
Yeah, he's one second. This is gonna be so worth it.
You horrendous, abominable snowman, you.
You, Ezekiel, you dare hit my good friend, miserable Carthworms, you slave trader, you sea louse, black beetle, you baboon, artichoke, vermicelli, phylloxeri, pyrograph, and he's just going, and you've heard this shit so many times. And you see Valerie standing there in front of you, and you remember Valerie and
course.
Stu, of course.
Of course.
Of course, you remember all the shit that you've forgotten. You remember that it's not 1941, nor is it 1999, and it might be 2009. Valerie, your eyes hurt.
I feel like the only thing I could remember was like my knowledge of the Tintin comics. Like I kind of knew who I was, where I was from, but the only other thing I knew was my encyclopedic knowledge of Tintin.
Hey, Ezekiel.
Please get me out.
Yeah,
I don't care
okay.
if you're real. You're the only thing that's different.
Yeah,
Get me out.
I think I'm real. Let's just ignore these twerps. Let's get out of here.
That is a woman, to be precise. That is a woman, says Thompson and Thompson. And as soon as you know that you are allowed to leave, Zeke, whew, like smoke, it disappears
Oh,
all
God.
around you. And I'm gonna, you know what? You're gonna mark 1 experience for that time that happened to you.
I think on the way out, I pulled down both Thompson and Thompson's like hats over their heads.
Yeah, and you see stars and bright shiny lights smook around them, and Professor Cuthbert, Professor Cuthbert Calculus says, "What's that? I can't quite hear. That's my joke." And it's gotten pretty old.
I think I flip him off.
My goodness.
Yeah, I'll flip off just the scene in general as I'm leaving.
And you see, as you are walking away, it kind of like it kind of speeds up past you, and it's like, my goodness, we found Red Rackham's treasure, and there's like a really, really not chill depiction of a black guy, and then at the very end you see Captain had a conversation, and this is just the moment to quote that old saying, "All's well that ends well," says Professor Calculus, and then a big 62 and Hergé appears, and you are you two land, moving through the sonorous chimes of Toadash space. You land on a soft grassy ground, and you see, I'm sorry to say, Ezekiel, yet another cartoon character looking at you. It's a funny little cartoon mouse. Not that one that you're thinking of. Probably not any of those other ones. This is a new cartoon mouse. And he goes, "Oh, well, it's nice to meet you, pal. Did you enjoy your adventures with Tintin?" I'm sorry.
I think I'm just having quiet sobs as I'm finally like on a different ground that isn't paint texture.
Yeah.
Like, I can touch a corner and it feels like a corner instead of feeling like a flat object.
And it is like
I'm not stuck in a
720p.
2D, like-
It's not
Yeah.
quite full HD.
Anything is better than like
yeah.
what I would imagine would be like scanned comics.
Yeah. Yeah. And I tell you,
So like I was trying to look closely for details and it just blurs. Like maybe my vision is blurry. Just everything is blurry.
you see this funny little cartoon wizard mouse kind of like, "Aw shucks," with his fist on his cheek, and you see this, and like there's this just like snot pouring out of your nose, and you're crying up, like your eyes are crusted, like you got an eye infection, and some of this snot just kind of like reconstitutes in this weird little kind of like dog, and for a second you think it's Snowy again, but then you see that it's kind of like a dog made out of goo with like a circuit board texture wrap around it, and it's really low poly. Can I offer you a Miami Vice, my friend? It's a daiquiri swirled with a pina colada. Or have you had enough of rum on your funny adventures with good old Captain Haddock? I'm kidding. I'm so sorry. This whole thing was really supposed to be a lot more fun for you guys, and I don't know, quite frankly, who my dog messed up worse. And the dog turns to the camera and says, "Get a load of this guy." As soon as you look back,
I think
barf.
I think I'm taking it all in, like the virtual desktop, the low poly, and everything. And I'm just like, why is there no like manual shutdown or user exit from whatever program you had me in?
Well, it's like a crab trap, you see. We don't want the crabs to get out, but this time the crab was sort of a friend of like my dad, I guess, so it was, we could bend the rules a little bit, and also Valerie's was not it's supposed to be indulgent, you see, hence the name of my dog. Pat pat pat, borf borf borf.
I think I'm laying spread starfish just on whatever surface is there.
You're on and the two trees raise up and you're sitting in a hammock. Now, Valerie, would you like me to catch the old Ezekiel up to speed, or would you like to take the honors? Friend. I like to think of you as my friend now.
I've heard that I'm actually the young Ezekiel.
Oh God, yeah. Fuck. God, what a sad day for me. I was watching all that through my whoop, and his like eyeball extends like a telescope.
Yeah, Ezekiel. So I don't know how much you remember. You were kind of entranced by the whole Tintin-ness of it all before, but when we were in Guy's like basement, the blue kind of like freezer door
yeah.
area. Yeah,
Oh,
this
come
is
back to me.
And that was like a
but we're-
month ago.
we're kind of in that space. I think this is meant to be sort of like a bit of like a buffer zone between where our world and wherever Guy went. And yeah, I
So
was
guys somewhere else.
yeah.
He's up and out. Have you ever read the Last Chronicles of Narnia book?
Yes,
No, I was in the
yes.
other class that year.
Probably good that we didn't send you there. That one's racist in like a whole different way. Yeah, well, he's further in and higher up, one might say. And he points to this, the PNG of the printer up the hill. That's how you get out. Once more, your user experience in the non-here space is not controlled, nor licensed, nor rated by me / our group. But, huh?
Didn't rate it.
I got rated? Yeah. Thank you, Reflect Game. What an insane. Wow. Okay, so we're just gonna continue with the user experience. This is just welcome to Ghosts Town. Wow. Okay, so yeah, you two.
You really do forget that people can.
I forget that
tune
people
into
can.
this.
I forget that people can tune into this. That's insane. Yeah, you two are sitting, on the desktop, talking to the mouse cursor, also known as Rodentia Minimum, sipping your beverages. You look and you see the convulsing goo-covered body of your good friend. I got a new follower. I forgot. Whoa! I made that follower sound effect so many years ago. I've not heard that in a long time. Wow. Oh, wow. No, not necessarily weird timing. This is just simply the single most impossible to explain stream ever. Oh, I gotta turn the alarm. Wow. I'm gonna.
I like that the stream notifications just completely cover Henry's face. So.
Yeah, the chat covers my face. Yeah. Yeah, this is a actual play coworker role playing game stream, and you can watch all of the VODs up on. You look up Bag of Tricks on YouTube. You can find my VOD channel. And this will be uploaded as a podcast at some point. And we always joke about this being the first episode that someone would listen to, and this is truly the strangest one that you can find yourself in. So I'm going to center myself. I'm going to breathe deep, and we're back into it. So the mouse cursor looks at you and says, so the strange thing about Stu is he's really, most people get a bit of an inkling that they're in a, fictional spot, and he's not had even he's just loving being in Stephen King's The Dark Tower book 4. Oh my god. I guess it would be 3 because you did Wind Through the Keyhole first. Have you guys read the books? They're actually great. I read them in the past couple. Don't worry about it. So when you step through that window, you're going to be on a high-speed train. You're going to be in a bit of a riddle contest, and I, quite frankly, am not 100% sure how Roland or Stu are going to react to this whole situation. I wish there was a simpler way that we could go about this, but, at least you're not stuck in Tintin anymore.
Or 6th grade.
Or 6th
Jesus
grade.
Christ.
Yeah, that's rough.
You had 6th grade?
Yeah.
Wow.
It's fucked.
My dog
Yeah,
gooey indulgence does not always get it right, okay?
Yeah.
You guys look through the
think-
window. Please.
No, I was just gonna say, the indulgent side of it might need to be turned up for the immersion, I guess. Cause when it's just like an autoplay of a book that you can't turn off, it's sort of mind-numbing.
Yeah, we thought about putting you in, like, the Tombs of the Pharaohs, and you could, like, that one's got, like, more of, like, a contained narrative. We thought, like, a two-parter, you'd be able to get through it, and by then we'd be able to bring you... Guy would be back from where he was. He's really not returning my calls, and I don't appreciate that. Is he usually like this? I've not talked to him in a very long time.
Not
I would say as of
Really?
recently.
Okay, well, yeah, good luck. Have a great time. If you don't solve this train's riddles, you will if you die in the game, you die in real life. Yeah, you're familiar with the saying.
I do feel like in an alternate Dark Tower where it's just Roland and Stu Parker, Blaine is where they die.
Blaine is
probably.
100% where that story ends. Yeah. Yeah. So good luck. And he points towards this little blue window, and you see this gorgeous glass-sided, soft, a pink train car, and sitting with his feet up on an ottoman, stroking his chin, you see Roland Deschain, and standing next to this large glass ice sculpture that looks sort of like Stu. You see Stu playing his flute furtively, and a red light is blinking on a subway map that is sort of familiar to you guys, and that you know what a subway map looks like. And it says, next stop, Topeka, maybe. I can't remember if that's the next one.
I feel like we're both trying to ignore him entirely and just like solve the problem mechanically. You know, like Stu is trying to like reverse the freaking like
Polarity.
stops on the subway like map panel. I feel like he's like not locked in on the riddle part at all.
I'm sorry, it's a blue interior, not a pink interior. You guys step through this second blue portal.
Yep.
Yeah.
And I would like to once more apologize to Reflect Games. If you want context for
So
this,
funny that you got a Dark Tower like fan.
we have a
during
Dark Tower
this
fan. Yeah, this is
episode.
insane. And we're gonna cut this out from the final episode.
This is all getting cut out.
TLDR. The hunters in this Monster of the Week adventure have left the world that they are from and are currently in the spoilers for you guys. Actually, no, I can mute myself so they can't hear me. So they are in the desktop on the computer where the universe is being rendered. A being known as Gooey Indulgence, who is the dog of like the literal mouse cursor of this computer, kind of put them into places where they would feel heroic and caught up with some form of like narrative to buy time for them to, you know, it's spelled GUI, like graphic user interface, so they can buy time before they literally go to meet like God. Valerie Thorne, the crooked, she ended up but she is a trans ghost, and she was sent right back to the 6th grade because Gooey Indulgence didn't really kind of like understand her very, very well. Zeke Arthurs, who is a sort of like clay construct boy, ended up in Tintin's adventure, The Search for Red Rackham's Treasure. Yeah, The Secret of the Unicorn and Red Rackham's Treasure. They were both not having a very good time. Stu Parker, the Spell Slinger, started in The Gunslinger and now has made his way to Blaine the Mono. Both Henry, who plays Stu, and Stu the character are both really big fans of the Dark Tower, but he rolled very low on his sharp roll, so he has no memory of the actual lore of the Dark Tower. So he doesn't realize that it's kind of weird that Jake's not there and Susanna and Eddie and Oi aren't there. Very sad, obviously, but personally, I don't think that Steven should have had the right to handle a character like Susanna Dean, and I really like her character. I didn't really want to mess things up, so I thought it was really funny if it was literally just Roland and Stu. That's basically all you need to know. I'm gonna maybe not be interacting with chat much. This is great. I'm very appreciative that you guys rated here. This is crazy.
And it's spelled Denial but pronounced Daniel T.
And half the NPCs are named Brent Estevez.
Oh, I forgot that they could. Oh, I'm now realizing that the chat could hear you guys as well.
Oh my
Oh,
god.
wait, no, they couldn't. No, they couldn't. Sorry.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, no, because
All they heard was Daniel
Yeah.
T and Brent Estevez, which is this
Yeah,
is
just
also
yeah.
yeah. I've realized because I had deafened and muted myself. Wow,
Yeah.
that's this is the
but
craziest
they
thing.
could see us.
Yeah,
This is the most insane episode.
And
I
that's what
literally almost
really
called this
matters.
episode "Ghosts Town" a weird one. So, wow. Let's I'm gonna see if I can find the link to the. Find the link to the podcast, the link to the RSS feed, just so you can listen to the first episode. This will be a good
Yeah,
test.
we'll wait.
We'll wait.
We'll
Hey,
wait for 2-3 hours.
Go fuck yourself.
I can also find the YouTube like playlists.
That would be
and put
good.
it
If only I had some measly moderators in chat. And you know, I do often do. Oh no, I'm not logged into my Twitch somehow on Streamlabs, so I can't
Somehow.
comment on my own stream.
Oh my gosh.
Okay. They say they'll find it. That's awesome. Wow.
Great.
Wow. This is great. This is usually we do this with 0 viewers. So this okay. Blue window in front of you. Through it, you see the blue interior of Blaine the Mono. You see 2 stressed out, tall, white men. Even though this is the next go around, Roland is not played by Idris Elba. Sorry, Idris Elba fans. Do you two step through into the wild blue yonder?
Yes.
You are in a very quiet and seemingly very still. It's almost hard to tell that the train is moving. And Roland looks up, aghast, says, "Blaine, what is this trick? This is no riddle. This is not what we agreed upon." Stu, roll plus sharp, and I'm going to give you a -2.
Still a 10.
Wow, that's crazy.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay. You rolled 2. Wow. Very, very good. Roland has talked to you over these past months about, you know, Ka-tet and about Ka and about Kef and, you know, all these terms. You are now more up to speed with the world than you were when you first met him.
Mm-hmm.
You recognize these two instantly as 2 members of your Ka-tet. You remember meeting them before, perhaps in another life,
Right.
in another dream.
But it's not like a Ezekiel instant like.
you don't you're
I'm still in the world.
You've been here for a really long time. You like,
Yeah.
quite honestly, you have a hard time some days remembering what Choke Point even like looks like.
Mhm.
Roland looks at these two, and he senses a little bit of this too. You know, he's started to really be able to read your facial patterns and your
Yeah.
body language. It's like, these are friends of yours, Stu of Choke Point? And over the loudspeaker, you hear the voice of Big Blaine say, "Now hear this, Pilgrim. This was supposed to be a dealing between just the 3 of us, you hear? You beat me in riddles, I take you to Topeka. Otherwise..." Oh, what does he say? "See you later, alligator. After a while, crocodile. Don't forget to write." And then he laughs, and it's a shrill, chilling sound. And for a second, the big pink light dims, and a fainter pink light pops up. It goes, "Oh, I don't know who you 2 are, but you've made him really mad." And this, of course, Stu, you recognize as the voice of Little Blaine, who you first met in the cradle at Lud.
Can I like reach out and like pull them through the door? Like am I able to?
They're just here, and you don't see the blue window behind them.
Oh, okay.
You two can still see the blue window behind you, but you also, you know. Also, what does Stu look like after he's like spent like several months?
Yeah, I was
in
just
Inworld?
thinking about that. Like,
Are you wearing like deerskin pants? Like,
yeah, I feel like I would still have my jacket because it's like
that's magic.
it's like enchanted armor basically. So I think my jacket is holding up remarkably well. My jeans have definitely chafed to nothing. So yeah, I'm probably wearing deerskin pants, deerskin moccasin, long beard.
Yeah, tucked into your belt.
Yeah, maybe I've tied my hair up into like a like a practical knot, you know, for combat.
At some point, you lost your flute, and Roland was able to whittle you one from wood.
Oh, nice. Yeah.
Yeah, and you guys see low slung on Stu's belt this massive, unrealistic revolver. And once more over this loudspeaker, you hear, "Whoever you may be," and this time he's doing a shockingly good impression of, let's say, Don Cherry, famous hockey presenter. "Whoever you may be, there is still riddles to be had. Roland, your last riddle, the answer was time. Time. Stu, your riddle? Make it a good one." That's not what Don Cherry sounds like.
guys,
Yeah.
I'm not like super great at coming up with riddles are either of you guys, because otherwise we are sort of like, well, I don't want to say we're fucked, but it's not like a good situation.
Okay.
I've just spent the last month trapped with a boy detective, so I've got like an idea of how mysteries and general stories structure, but I don't know if that's gonna help us.
I'm going to.
Um,
I'm going
That's
to-
perfect.
Valerie, now your elementary school librarian, we do know, offered to let you borrow at least one of the Dark Tower books. I am going to let you roll a sharp to see if you have read The Wastelands.
ooh. Oh, I.
I'm going to give you a -1 for sure.
Yeah.
A -1, yes.
Yeah. That is. This is plus sharp.
Yes.
Okay, that is a 6. What happened is I read Pet Cemetery once, and it like scared the shit out of me, and I just didn't want to touch a single Stephen King book ever again.
Oh my god. Well, as as you guys are racking your brain, you do know that all you need to do to make Stu able to leave is you need him to want to leave this narrative and no longer be, caught up in however you do that is up to you. But you have to have him no longer be caught up in the narrative at all. And you now are remembering that you're pretty sure Nice Man said that he's read the book, and you're really wishing you'd brought him along.
Do they have to be good riddles? Could you just tell like jokes?
I have no time for silly games, Valerie of Choke Point. And you hear him sound enraged at this.
Yeah, I mean, I guess it's worth a try.
What's
Are you
black
good at
and white
jokes?
and red all over?
A penguin with a sunburn.
A nun in a blender.
And you hear him getting really mad, and Little Bane goes, "Oh, now you've done it!" And Roland stands up and goes, "Valerie, another!" Can I just pause?
Yeah,
What
wait,
the fuck?
Luna, have you read
Have
this?
you read
have
The
you read this
Wastelands?
series?
No.
This is literally how they get out of the fucking situation.
That's like half the
What?
it's so crazy.
How does this keep fucking happening? I'm just gonna, Luna, you're gonna, yeah. The shit plays out as it does in the fucking book. You guys,
Yeah,
What's brown and
crazy.
sticky?
a stick!
A piece of shit.
The winds around the train are getting faster and faster and faster, and I'm losing my fucking mind. Again, and I don't like to talk about ghosts, about surf and turf too much on the podcast, but the first podcast we did ended with our adventurers going to a mysterious dark tower where in each different room and level of the tower, different universes were held. And this was before I'd read all of the books. I have since read all the books, and now, Luna, you're pulling this shit on me, and it's quite frankly pissing me off. The mono... Blaine is dead. His soul has left the train. And as you guys are coming to a halt, Roland looks... yeah, what's up, Zeke?
While Valerie is doing all this, I'm slowly explaining to Stu like what's going on. Like, hey man, the lowdown is you're kind of like trapped in a virtual reality setup. You can only leave if you want to leave. We don't have to leave right now. It's just whenever you want to. But it's kind of like a die in the game, die in real life situation.
Can we get you to like?
Roll manipulate.
Yeah.
Oh, you want me to? Okay. Well, I have a move for this. Trust me. I didn't think it applied.
Oh,
because
tell me what's the move.
It's on a hunter, but when you tell a normal person the truth in order to protect them from danger, roll plus charm. On a 10 plus, they'll do what you say, no questions asked.
We'll still call it a charm roll because I think that's applicable to the
Yeah.
situation. As you're rolling that, Roland yells, "The train is dead, but he has not broken yet in time. Still brace for impact!" And he rushes and he holds you to his chest as Zeke's saying this to you, Stu.
I got a 7. Oh wait, I can read what it says on a 7 and 9. They'll do it, but the keeper chooses one. They ask you a hard question. They stall and dither for a while, or they have a better idea.
I was thinking exactly this. So he's gonna stall and dither for a while, but you guys are gonna have to go. We won't have to see all of it, but you're gonna have to go through like at least like another couple weeks of the plot of the Dark Tower. Because he's gonna
along
take
those
some.
weeks,
He's
I'm
gonna take
like-
some convincing for sure that whole time.
Yeah, I'm convincing him the whole time, but also like, hey, notice the inconsistencies. You ever notice why we can't like deviate from this path specifically? Have you ever
Yeah,
wondered why you can't?
Well,
make
that's
your own
never,
choice?
Well,
like-
Zeke, you see, all things are in service of the beam, and he points up to the sky, and you see that all the clouds
Okay,
are pointing
Roland,
in a single
can I
direction.
Yeah,
just
man,
get
like,
a second, please.
like this really makes sense to me as a guy who's used to being in this world. Like, you don't really seem out of place. Like the concepts that you're introducing. Does that make sense?
It's actually crazy how much that totally really does actually fit in with the narrative of the book. So yeah, you have ended up in Topeka, Kansas, in, you know, the Stand. You guys look around and you see that you are in Earth. I'm gonna say it's not in 1970. It's like Earth. It's like,
It's 1990.
yeah, it's like Topeka, Kansas, 2009, and the plot of The Stand has definitely happened. And now that you're really starting to think about it, Stu, you for sure read The Stand, and this is starting to look really fucking familiar. What's the name of the disease? It's called like Captain
Trips.
Yeah, you see like a
Or
newspaper
Tube Mix,
headline
depending
that
on
says,
where in America you are.
it says Captain Trips, and you're like, oh, that's interesting. Roland has absolutely no issues with you being a trans woman, Valerie. Yeah, he's very understanding about it. And do we want to see that whole scene now, like the kind of 40-minute conversation they have around the fire? Or do we want to maybe just like we'll leave that?
I feel like-
we'll leave
I
that
feel
for the
like
live
Roland
show.
I don't think Valerie wants to have that conversation.
I feel like Roland would understand the whole thing, you know.
Well, as we'll remember later in the book series, when Roland meets Stephen King, he is trying to warn him about a succubus, and then he pauses and says, "Wait, do you dream of sex with men?" To which Stephen King replies, "Are you asking if I'm a latent homosexual?" And you see in the distance the shimmering green glass spires of the wizard's castle, and at this point it's taken a couple days of convincing from your two Ka mates, but you are realizing, yeah, no, this is actually some bullshit, and this one's actually getting a little long in the tooth. And just like the Wasteland, partway through the plot, it just kind of ends, and you guys fade back. And you are now sitting on the grassy knoll, not that one, of the desktop of the computer of World. And you still look like you did. You have aged a couple months, Stu. You're still wearing your deerskin pants. You have an empty holster at your side. You have the flute that Roland made for you.
Right.
You have a poke filled with tobacco and no pot on you, and you see a large cartoon mouse. He goes, huh. Well, I got one right. How was that, man?
Who's this now?
My name's Rodentia Minimum, also known as the Mouse Cursor.
Okay. That's ridiculous. What else you get?
Okay,
Sorry.
Oh, this is my dog, Gooey Indulgence.
Okay, that one I'm actually on board with. And this is pre-Guigi.
This is
Which is crazy.
well pre-Luigi, but of course, Mr. Monsoon beamed the plot of every Luigi's Mansion game into your head.
Yeah, I appreciate the homage to Guigi.
Who?
No, sorry, I'm just saying. I was just saying that to myself.
Obviously, I'm psychic, right? I'm a wizard mouse.
Yeah, no, it makes sense. Sorry, I've been doing like a whole different thing for like a while. This is kind of just like,
Now, I'm sorry if I'm
Yeah.
repeating myself, but up there on that hill, and he points up this beautiful grassy hill, and you see the floating, kind of two-dimensional spinning image of a printer, hanging in the air with sort of this radiant greenish gold light floating around it. through that trapdoor, if we shall call it, is where your boss, employer, and good bosom companion, Guy went. It is mainly my job to stop people from going through there, but I just really feel so unbelievably bad for how I fucked up this whole situation that I'm just gonna let this one slide, and I'm gonna say you guys were able to break free, and you snuck past me, and I was busy facilitating Simeon Sitovich's kind of Captain Kirk situation over there. His hand whoosh, stretches away and drags over this just like picture of Nice Man the creature. And for anyone who somehow doesn't know, he's like if Grover from the Muppets was brown, kind of halfway between Brown Grover and Salacious Crumb, this long-limbed fuzzy little vampire. And you see just a picture of him going just surrounded by like pizza and shit. And this was accidentally a reference to just another thing, but this whole episode, the name of the game is Indulgence, right? And from this image, he drags and drops, and Nice Man just lands with just like 2 fistfuls of pizza. It's like, what a wonderful adventure I've been having all day. Beautiful slices of pizza to pie. Stu, Zeke, and Valerie, did you two also 3 visit your wildest dreams? I've met the mouse cursor here. I would think of him basically my uncle, if that makes sense to you.
Stu remembers thinking that there should be like a furry creature involved in the whole situation, and immediately comes to the conclusion that I was thinking of Nice Man the creature. I'm still a little frazzled.
Hey
you
man,
know?
I was absolutely alluding to 2 things at once. I was absolutely alluding to both possible quartets, and you've picked up on that gloriously. You seem quite confused, my good friend. Would you like this blunt that I found in the pizza place?
Oh shit! Yes, actually, that would be awesome. Do I have a lighter?
You have some matches, Roland. How does Roland light his cigarettes? I guess he goes spark a
That's
dark.
good
Question.
question.
That is a very.
I
good
think
question.
he has. I think he has like matches.
Oh, he's
I think
like a
he has
Tinder
like a
or something. Yeah. A Tinder box.
yeah, some sort of like yeah.
These are the
Can we
important
get
questions.
Rodentia Minimum to open up Tinder so we can light this blunt?
You want me to open up a Tinder desktop app? First of all, you don't know what Tinder is, Zeke.
Open up a JPEG of a match. so
I
we
open
can-
up the website Farmers Only. Or maybe Plenty of Fish is a bit more of an era act. I just want everybody to remember it's 2009. You spark up, and your tolerance has gone to shit from not smoking any weed, and also like eating nothing but like gunslinger burritos, a term you definitely coined. So one puff of this digital weed, and you're crazy wizard stoned again, and your third eye opening in this place, Stu, is a little overwhelming. You see, when you guys first looked at the kind of blue door that led you here, there was this shimmery silver text that was kind of flying past everything. And as you look around, you sort of get the like kind of solitaire effect of these kind of blue windows in the distance. Like there's kind of after images floating around everything. And you see in the corner of your screen, in your HUD, if you will, a little like Windows command thing pop up for a second and then disappear. Probably nothing to worry about.
That's probably just the drivers updating.
Can I roll for like
Probably
read a bad
You
situation?
may absolutely roll for read a bad situation.
Yeah. Okay.
How's the pie?
Oh, dude, it's so good. It's like a tortillere, Quebecois style.
Jesus Christ. So that's a 5.
And I'm drinking a Chechevar, a Czech lager. And I don't usually like light beers, but I only like them when I'm DMing, it turns out. It's great.
Interesting.
You got a 5 on your read a bad situation?
Yep.
Dude, you are cooked as hell. The last time you smoked weed was in that hot tub with Trent Lightly, and that feels like 5 months ago, because it like was. I guess you're kind of having like a wet January. And that'll make a lot of sense to anyone that's listened to the last 2 episodes, which I'm sure everyone listening to this has.
5 wet Januaries in a row.
5 wet Januaries ago. You guys see Stu looking around, and he looks confused as hell. And you know,
Okay.
I'm not gonna facilitate this scene. The NPCs might talk to you, but whatever you guys do is up to you.
Dude, I'm kind of freaking out right now.
Yeah, should we just get to the guy printer up yonder?
I'm just remembering, like, we're in a computer that that doesn't seem normal. That's what I'm
yeah,
remembering.
no.
From my understanding,
Am I
it's
acting
kind
crazy?
of like we're in like a computer emulator that's running the same base program as the universe or something.
Well,
Don't think about it.
Okay.
Yeah, don't think about it too hard, guys. This part is actually my job to not make you think about it too hard.
Okay,
Yes,
yeah.
you
Zeke,
were.
you can't be saying that stuff to me. I'm
You
sorry.
were-
I'm
You were in a computer emulator that was running on the base OS that is running the universe. Yes, now you are on the desktop of the computer that runs both of those services. If that clears things up, I got Fallout
Right,
on
okay.
here.
Wait, is our universe also like in a separate app?
Yeah. So
Damn,
you
I
can't.
thought we were like.
Great.
Never
Okay,
mind.
so let's go back to our universe. Easy fix, right?
Well, we have to find Guy.
yeah.
Why?
I mean,
Why?
What if we
go?
didn't? What if we? Yeah, why go? What if we didn't?
wait, how much time has passed in our world?
3 minutes.
Oh, okay. Well,
Oh,
that's,
okay. That's not.
yeah, it could be a lot worse actually.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah,
I
oh,
was
you've
worried
got
you...
that thing on. I could pause the simulation, but I don't have authority to do that. Like I would have to ask for admin control.
You don't want to.
Yeah,
like,
I mean,
have to
so
catch
don't
up
offer it
after,
then, right?
too.
Oh, seriously. Yeah. No, it's a lot. Again, I'm just a
Um,
mouse cursor. I move things.
Right. Okay. So I mean, yeah, this seems like a super easy fix. We just go back to our own world. 3 minutes have passed. I can still get to like my super important trial on time, and
My advice
you know,
for all
Geigo,
three of you,
he'll be okay.
my
probably.
direct advice for you was that it would be very dangerous for you to go up to that printer up there, and you shouldn't do it. And he winks at you, Z.
Can you?
Right, which is why I'm
Mouse
saying
cursor.
like we should just
Can you
go
select
home because
all
it
of
would be
us
so
and move us
easy
up there?
for us to go home. Whoa, 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 whoa.
Yeah, a big box appears around you guys. Oh, check this out. This is a
Super
cool thing.
Mario-
If you hold
Super
control when
Mario
you do
style.
while you're making selections, the boxes stay there on this OS. They change that later. Anyone
Right.
remember
He
some of
I
says as
remember
we're
that.
zooming away.
that? You just control shift
Terrifying.
down, whoop, everything falls. You guys are dragged to the precipice of this printer. I just move things. Sorry. You can leave if you want to. We could do like a split party situation. We could call this one Ghosts Town. I got nothing.
I still need the party though. I still need, like you guys are helpful and I would like you around and you know, I like you. I'm just saying in terms of like well, yeah, of course. I mean, you're one of our most likable characters.
I'm the most marketable character we have. Plushie out next Friday. Blogspot.redbubble.
Nice man the creature, everyone.
My
That's
name's
his
Nice
name.
Man. Nice dash man colon the creature in italics.
Yeah, anyway, it's like so super easy. We still do the trial, you know, and then we can just like we could even come back for Geigo afterwards. That could be chill because I'm sure his thing
Nice
isn't.
Man if he wants to play in the printer. You want to go in that? You wanna go in the big printer? You want to go play in the printer?
They don't call
His
me
thing
Mr.
doesn't seem that
Xerox for
time
nothing.
sensitive. Is all. So like he could
I
probably
mean-
wait, but my thing is kind of time sensitive.
I mean, look, Stu. Like, it took us like, if it's like only 3 minutes have passed for all of this to happen, you've like lived
Yeah.
out months. Like, I have a feeling getting Guy probably won't take that long.
Stu, do you remember that time Mr.
guess
Monsoon
so.
beamed all of Inception into our heads? The further layers we go up, probably the slower time goes, maybe.
Oh yeah, okay. Well,
Probably.
that would make sense. I
This is
guess.
my-
I just
I've done more dimensional travel than you guys. I went from here to the brine like three times. I wasn't supposed to say that. My uncle told me not to tell you guys the name of that thing. But you know, I'm
Okay, well,
feeling like I'm in my rebellious teenage phase. I'm but a month old, but I'm but a month wise. Drink a beer.
You're getting a month
Right.
wide, I say, and I
What?
poke his little beer belly.
okay. I'm like freaking out less, but I'm still like I'm I'm just coming to my senses again a little bit more. I'm just thinking like I'm not liking this place very much, like to be in. Is that crazy or
No, that's not crazy, Stu, and the mouse cursor appears next to you. For you see, these two, their souls have less of a direct connection to their bodies. It's less, shocking for them here, while you yourself are connected to Mr. Monsoon's sort of magical,
body?
sort of cloud storage, if you will, wink. You are still very much like mostly a meat and potatoes human, quote unquote, man, although I've got my theories. So being on the desktop where the universe like is, being run is probably not great for you. Going up, I don't think it's gonna be worse.
Can I like just feel the ground? Just like what does it feel like to touch?
It's a little spiky. It's grass. The grass doesn't move like a ton unless the mouse cursor is like specifically focusing on it. It's definitely, like 720p still image. It doesn't feel
Does it-
quite real.
Does it feel like your foot's asleep when you're standing on it?
Little bit, yeah. It's like you're standing on. It's like you're standing on slightly staticky astroturf. It feels more like astroturf
Right.
than real grass.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I'm not. Okay, fine. If we have to go get Geigo, then let's go get Geigo.
If Geigo
I just-
will go
I'm
get
not-
got, guys,
If
go get Geigo.
guy,
We
if
gotta
Geigo
go get Geigo.
Yeah.
Going go.
When the going gets guff.
How many guys can a guy go if a guy go could go guys?
Guy would guy as much goes as a guy go could guy if a guy go could guy goes.
Let's go.
Why didn't we give that one to Blame the Mono? And you guys touch this printer. And you feel this kind of sinking sensation in your stomach, and you this blinding beam of light passes past you. Each of you roll tough for me.
Okay. That's a 6.
That's also a 6 for me.
I got an 11.
Wow, 611.
Do I get armor on this, or is it just plus tough?
No, just plus tough.
Okay.
And
It's not like it.
turn 611 upside down. What do you get? 11-9.
119.
Yeah, makes you think. Reno 119. I'm gonna say the two 6-havers are gonna both take a point of harm from this, and it's just kind of like molecular harm. It's rough. And you guys feel yourselves
Essence harm.
kind of pour out one by one. Can we get someone to fucking our classic friend and frequent chat member bot trying to tell me to get more viewers is back.
The classic.
The three of you kind of pour out. I'm gonna say Zeke first, and you land kind of in like a heap on a ground, and you hear eow, 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 the sound of a Xerox printer behind you. And you are in a kind of you hear you hear the sound of popping balloons from elsewhere, but it's dark in the room where you're in, and it's kind of dusty, and you're coughing a little bit.
I'm probably like disoriented as hell. too.
Certainly disoriented as heaven. And from behind you, you hear meow, and then pouring out onto the ground, you see one Stu Parker. Looks the same as he did just a second ago. Maybe there's like some lines going through him a little bit. Maybe the toner isn't, fully there. And then you hear meow, 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 meow. Pause for a second there, and you see one black and white Valerie Thorne landing in the room. All of you feel kind of light. You don't quite have the same density that you're used to. And you are in what appears to be a dark office room that is briefly illuminated by the light of the scanner going off when it prints, like how printers work. And then it is back to being dark in here. And you guys hear kind of laughter maybe in the distance. Zeke, roll me weird. And I mean Zeke.
Can I ask if the feeling of being printed, as it were, felt familiar.
A little bit different.
Yeah.
But
Different, but like
you sometimes, it's hard to remember being like born, right? Like, and like, so maybe sometimes you definitely get like a bit of a deja vu situation, Tracer style.
Mhm. Very good. You want me to roll weird?
Roll plus weird, my good friend.
Okay, yeah. Now this one is a 4.
Ooh, as you are kind of looking
-1 for
around,
weird.
as your friends are being printed behind you, and for sure, Mark experience for that one, you just get this kind of like gritty feeling, in your right eye, and you kind of knuckle at it, and it goes away. And you hear the distant sound of talking, from outside this room, and for a second, you think you might hear something else, but probably just the talking that you hear from outside this room. Grin.
Can I check to see if the printer that or whatever we came out of is like hooked up to anything?
Yeah. As guys are getting your boundaries, I'm gonna say Zeke probably comes to his senses quite a bit faster than the other two. You two are both feeling really nauseous and quite weird. Valerie, you're feeling more solid than you were as a ghost, less solid than you were as like a meat lady. Stu, you're feeling like you're feeling mainly like hungover is probably the main like feeling you would associate this with. It's been a pretty disorienting couple of hours/months depending on your point of view. So you two are probably mainly just kind of like huddled on the floor for now. It kind of feels like the three of you have like woken up after like an all-nighter together. Zeke, you're looking around and you see on a desk with a plastic sheet covering it, you see there is a old ass computer, real hefty, thick-backed CRT monitor, big like ergonomic split down the middle keyboard, like the types the astronauts use, and you see on the desktop, through this dusty plastic sheeting, very, very small, you see the mouse cursor waving at you.
Let's not fuck with that computer.
Jesus, guys, I feel
Okay.
terrible.
Yeah.
Do you guys feel
Okay.
terrible, or is that just
Ye-
me?
Oh no, I feel like shit right now.
Is it?
Ahoy! 'Tis I!
Oh yeah.
Nice man! I figured I would give you guys a second, and I am back through. Thank you, Reflect
Yes.
Games. I bow my head to you. Long days and pleasant nights to you.
Have a great night.
I am back, and I am raring to go, and this is a new place that I've not been! And, Nice Man bellows that at the top of his lungs, and you hear, boom, boom, from, outside. And it's a familiar sound, but you guys can't quite pin it down just yet. And the talking outside seems to cease.
I'm gonna look for a place to hide.
No windows in this room?
Not that you can see. It's very dark in here.
Okay. I guess I'm also gonna look for a place to hide. I'm gonna sort of be following Zeke and trying to
I guess
hide myself sort of behind him.
I'm getting like close to the door, or like like to where I heard the sounds. I'm assuming there's like a closed door that I can like press up against a wall to not be seen instantly. by
There's like a
someone
desk
opening
you
it.
can go underneath. There's like a door you can go
Yeah.
behind. Sure. Everybody roll act under pressure to see how well they hide.
Unless
Jesus
Valerie
Christ.
doesn't want to hide.
Oh no, I'm
that is a
kind of
5.
gonna hide. Oh. That's a 9.
I think my dice are broken.
I got a 6.
Oh,
Yeah, I'm hiding like up against the wall, but not on the hinge side of the door. So if someone opens it, like I'm like I'm just where like the light switch is when you open a room. Like I'm just on the first wall that you reach for.
You got a 9, Valerie?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, yeah.
Should I have our experience for that one?
Yes. The door opens, and a hand kind of reaches out, fumbling for the light switch, and just kind of grabs you right by the face there, Stu. And you hear,
Yeah.
Jesus Christ! Dick. Oh, fuck. How? Oh, no. Oh, hey, Zeke. It's
I think
it's Guy.
I think I might have came out with like the rest of the toner. because Valerie's not looking too good.
Oh Jesus, Valerie, you're hiding.
Hey, guy.
I was so distracted by Stu under that fucking chair that wow, I didn't see you there. I think part of that's also her being a ghost. It didn't have like the meat data to scan properly. Ooh.
Hey, guy.
Hey, Stu. Whoa, cool beard, man. That's awesome. How long was I gone?
Thank you.
Like a week.
Hard to say.
Wizard stuff, probably. Oh, you
Yeah,
guys weren't in
something.
Gooey Indulgence, were you? Fuck. And he pulls out like an iPhone 12 from his pocket, just like a modern iPhone. He's like, I gotta fucking turn off Do Not Disturb, guys. I really dropped the ball on this one. I think it would just be easier if I explained. He like beckons for you to follow him out this door, and outside you see just kind of he's outlined by just like a beautiful night sky filled with more stars than you've just ever seen ever before. And you guys follow him outside, I'm presuming, unless you want to be difficult.
I follow.
And you guys see
Guy goes, but I stay.
you step out and you see that you step out of what appears to be a single four-walled one ceiling whatever cubicle like office room which is sitting on what can only be described as a small Mario Galaxy style planet. And there is a just gorgeous outdoor seating area, and you see a large plasma TV, really comfortable looking couch, and standing in front of this TV holding a Wiimote, you see the back of a figure silhouetted in the glowing light of the TV, and you now realize the sound that you heard was the sound of a Wii being paused. And on the screen that you see Wii Sports Resort, the game, you know, the one where you're flying around in like island flyover, is being played on the TV. And the figure standing at the TV turns around. They are kind of average height, long, shaggy blonde hair. They've got the haircut and beard of a very, very old man, but the face of a relatively young man. He's wearing kind of a loud shirt with like a long kind of like Jedi style robe over top of it. You see he's got like kind of like blast over tattoos on his arms. He's got like 2 different sleeves of tattoos on each arm. And guy says, I guess meet my dad? And the guy at the Wii goes, oh shit. And we're gonna end things there.
Oh.
Did we
Whoa.
save anybody from certain death or worse? I'm gonna probably say yeah. I think
Yeah.
if
Yeah?
you guys hadn't helped Stu would have died on Blame the Mono. Did we solve the current mystery?
I don't
No.
I don't believe so. Did we learn anything new about one of the hunters?
Yes.
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 Yes. Did we learn anything new about the world?
Yes.
I'm going to call that 2 points of experience marked for everybody. Surely at least one of you
Yay.
levels up.
Oh yeah, I
Yeah,
forgot to
I
level up
got
last
2
time
levels
too.
up
Yeah,
now.
that was a
Because
That was a beefy fucking segment.
I think I got 7 XP in this session.
Oh my
I
god.
got a full level up. I'm back to where I was at the start of the session, which was 1 XP off leveling.
I would like to first thoroughly thank my 3 co-compatriots. We have Valerie, played by Luna. We have Ezekiel, played by Reese, and Stu, played by Henry. I think the only thing that we can like, this is like the only time we've ever had like viewers. The only thing we can really like plug, look up Henry's Desk Jams on YouTube. Buy Psychron on Steam. What else? Everybody go watch Pluribus. It's really good. I would like to, really thank Reflect Games for rating with a party of 6, and for Reflect and for Audrey 3 for watching. That shit's crazy. What the hell?
Again, craziest. It's always the craziest episode to start from the first,
Like-
for the first time.
Like, we start many episodes with like, oh, and if this is your first episode, because whatever, some people, this is so weird. This is the
It's
least.
so.
I will say that
It's a weird one.
where's the Yeah. Our motto around here at Measly Media is we aim for approachability, and I think this is truly, by far, the least approachable thing I've ever made. I was trying to explain this fucking stream to my mom today, and she was like, she barely knows what like a TTRPG is, so it was difficult. Wow. See you next time on Ghosts Town. Ghosts' Town.